I'm starting now. So this is my intern committee assembled here tonight. We've just been having a serious conversation because it is 9/11 and we were remembering where we were. But now we're going to bring some levity into the room, but first we'll have some introductions.
My name is Mary Gibb, and I've been a long-time UU, and I'm chair of this committee, and I'm also, I work in the congregation on environmental stuff and immigration stuff, and work, I'm the representative from the local AIDS project. My daughter is a UU minister, and so is my son-in-law, and I have been with them since they started on their quest in divinity school. Well, my daughter way before that. So I know about the hoops, and I know about what goes on, and I'm so happy to be here to help Sarah on her way.
Yay!
My name is Judy Holloman. I've just returned to the committee after some illness. But I'm glad to be back. I've not really been on an intern committee before, but I'm looking forward to it very much.
Yay!
Bond. James Bond.
This is our comic relief.
Roger Brooks. I've been in Colorado here for 20 years. And been a member here for 10 or so, and happy to be on the committee.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Diane Witt, and I think I've been in this congregation maybe 5 or 6 years. And I live in Lafayette, and one of the other things I do at DVUUF is work with the neighborhood connectors, and I'm also in choir.
And she fixes great meals.
Yes, she does. I'm Fred Denny, and my wife and I joined this wonderful fellowship in 2009, and we've just loved it, and being involved with the choir and other things and committees too. It's really interesting that we became UUs because nearly 50 years ago we were living in New Hampshire, and I was teaching at a women's college there, and I had a student who said that she had an uncle that I might like to meet. And sure, and he likes to come up from Boston now and then to be on our beautiful campus. Well, it was Dana Greeley who was the one that led in bringing the merger together of the Unitarians and the Universalists in the early 60s. And he was just such a wonderful person. We became friends, and he gently and graciously discussed Unitarian Universalism without, suggesting that I become a member of it or anything like that. But he knew that I would be interested because I was teaching religious studies at this college. And so that long time ago, and when Alex and I joined this fellowship in 2009, I called Ruth.
Aww.
Whose uncle was Dana McLean Greeley, and she lives in suburban Detroit. And she said, "Well, Fred, it took a while, but welcome."
So Mary's going to close.
You've got a lot of eggs in your basket.
He does.
Wow.
Probably more than we know. Okay, so I told this joke to Roger on Sunday, and he's told it 5 times, so it must be a good
At
one.
least.
Okay. So I'm not a very good joke teller, I have to warn you, and I hope I can get to the punchline. So a man is thinking that his wife is losing her hearing. And he decides, and she keeps denying it, and he decides that he's finally going to prove it to her. So she's washing dishes, and he's upstairs, and he hollers down, honey, can you hear me? And he doesn't hear her answer. So he says, okay, she's washing dishes, I'm upstairs. So he goes into the living room, and he goes, honey, can you hear me? And he hears no answer. Finally, he walks up right behind her in the kitchen, and goes, honey, can you hear me? And she says, yes, and I told you that 2 times
see my life. Nobody tell my husband that joke.
So those of us in a certain age group really appreciate that one.
Well, you know, it started out with me, I was telling her about a funny card that I got from my buddy who's turned 50. And it's these three old guys on the beach, you know, in Florida, the big shorts and the big glasses, you know, and they're all discombobulated. And one guy said, the first guy says, it's windy. And the guy next to him says, I thought it was Thursday. And the guy next to him says, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get a beer.
I'll vote for that.